Regardless of what you decide, you need to hear this. Like I said, I want to give you every tool you need to enjoy amazing sex for the rest of your life, with nothing standing in your way. Because, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, big pharma companies have been lacing prescription meds with ED-causing ingredients, which can cut your results from the ancient ED Fix program in half. Because the chemicals in these medications are so strong and potent, they can block arousal signals from reaching your brain and slowly weaken the blood vessels surrounding your penis, preventing you from receiving the stimulation and blood flow you need for sex, leaving your member just laying there, lifeless, like it has been for months or even years. I'm not only talking about medications for cancer or diabetes. I'm speaking about everyday medications. Heartburn meds, high blood pressure meds, allergy spray, anti-inflammatories, drugs for the common cold, headaches, even sleeping pills. There's a laundry list of pharmaceuticals killing your penis. Or worse, they may even kill you. One wrong mixture with another drug or even another food, and you could be laying in a hospital bed, hooked up to large tubes, pumping foreign chemicals into your body, while you feel entirely immobile, almost like a vegetable, relying on nurses to feed you and clean out your bedpan. Is that worth the risk? Because according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, for the first time in history, there are more deaths from legal pharmaceutical drugs than illegal drugs. And the population most affected by this new epidemic, people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and above. Chances are, you've allowed Big Pharma to invade your medicine cabinets already. Statistics show 70% of Americans are taking prescription drugs right now, with an average of 12 pill bottles per household. And it doesn't matter if you're taking them once per day or once per week. The synthetic chemicals in these medications are so potent and hazardous, it's like putting your penis through a meat grinder. Yet, you can avoid all this if you keep watching, because I'll show you how to beat Big Pharma once and for all, so you can get off and stay off the drugs weakening your manhood, sapping your energy and vitality, and stealing your hard-earned money from right under your nose. You won't have to experience the destructive side effects, or fear the possibility of being hospitalized or sent to an early grave, because all it takes is one mistake or adverse reaction, and you'll be speeding down the road in the back of an ambulance. Up until now, you may not have known you had natural options. You probably thought drugs were the safest way to treat your condition. However, a recent medical essay titled Death by Medicine states prescription medications cause more harm than good. In fact, over 2 million people have recently been hospitalized due to prescription medications, and over 100,000 men and women dead this past year alone. Not to mention, there's tens of millions of unnecessary medicines prescribed by physicians each year. So if you continue to fill your stomach with pharmaceuticals and turn a blind eye to the facts, you're risking your life every single day. And you'll still suffer in the bedroom, repeatedly failing to launch each time, watching your partner storm out of the room in frustration over and over again. Because, as I mentioned before, even the most common medications may be constricting your penis, which is a problem because most men are living with pain and taking medication daily. In fact, 1 in 3 male adults have high blood pressure. And with every pill you take, you may be worsening your ED. Even trusted blood pressure medication like Lipitor, Lasix, Tenex, Aprezoline, heartburn medications like Benadryl and Zantac, antidepressants such as Valium, Prozac, and Ativan. The list goes on. All have been shown to cause erectile dysfunction. So be honest with yourself. Do you want to continue forcing expensive pills down your throat for the rest of your life? Knowing with each gulp, you are debilitating your penis more and more until one day it may never get back up. Or worse, you never get back up. Because pharmaceuticals will steal your sex life, energy, and good health if you let it. Yet, it doesn't have to be this way. Chances are, this message sounds a bit out there for you. And it will, because Big Pharma has brainwashed you to think otherwise. According to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, men and women taking prescription drugs assume there's no risk. That whatever the doctor says goes, without any question as to why. Or if there are safer, less expensive, and more natural alternatives. You just sit there, nodding your head like you've been hypnotized by the white coats, doing what they say without hesitation. Yet, the reality is, you do have options. Ones that allow you to perform like a champion in the bedroom, have thriving health and abundant energy, without choking down pills every day, which are speeding up the aging process, making you feel weaker and less of a man. Because, did you know, all healing agents, natural or artificial, come from the ground. Ancient Chinese herbalists and Eastern Ayurveda practitioners have known this for centuries. In fact, the secret to lowering your blood pressure, having quality, deep, and refreshing sleep, overcoming depression and beating the common cold, and having consistently mind-blowing sex, can be found in all-natural foods, spices, herbs, and oils. You could say God invented the first medicine, the all-natural solutions you need to fix your health and protect your life from the dreadful and dangerous side effects of synthetics. You don't need a pharmaceutical company to deliver these results, because the active ingredients found in most prescription drugs are actually derived from plants. So why pay a fortune for a manufactured version of something you can get directly from the ground, and for a fraction of the cost? And finally eliminate the side effects which are slowing you down in the bedroom and in life. The only reason you haven't been able to until now is because you had no idea you could, and you needed the information and research to do it. Well, now you do. Introducing RX Independence, the all-natural medical manual compiled of breakthrough research, showing you how you can treat the most common diseases, illnesses, and even allergies from home with just a few simple ingredients, and replace the synthetic and dangerous medications you're currently taking by using the world's most powerful herbs, spices, oils, fruits, and vegetables, loaded with active nutrients, antioxidants, enzymes, and all-natural ingredients so potent and effective, you'll never have to refill meds ever again. This all-natural protocol can replace the top 60 prescription drugs using 60 earthly alternatives that are just as strong, much less expensive, and completely safe. And everything I've discovered is wrapped up in the RX Independence Manual. With this guide, you'll be freed from the nasty side effects of pharmaceutical drugs, including the medications attacking your erections. Remember, you already have your solution for erectile dysfunction in the ancient ED fix. However, most prescription drugs will delay your progress, and depending on how many medications you're on right now, and in which combinations, you're at risk of always struggling with ED. Maybe not as intensely as before. Maybe it's only 50% of the time. However, you and I both know half the time isn't going to cut it with your woman, or you. Which is why you need to swap out some of your old meds with the all-natural selections in this program. And better yet, get rid of them completely so you can guarantee a fully satisfying sex life without pharmaceuticals stealing your results or stripping you of your health and longevity. Because with the help of this guide, you won't need lethal pills from big pharma companies. The ingredients you'll use are friendly and nourishing to your body and will save you thousands of dollars. You will feel better, healthier, more energetic, and your member will rise to every single occasion for sex, guaranteed. You will likely live longer, too, as these artificial ingredients flush from your system and allow your body to function naturally as it should. And that's not all. Inside this robust manual, you'll also discover the #1 misconception of over-the-counter drugs and how you can avoid it, the golden-colored power beverage, which shrinks inflammation and rejuvenates your entire body, increasing your testosterone levels, boosting sex drive, and reducing joint and back pain. The only two natural foods you need so you never have to use expensive allergy medications again. The one citrus vitamin you need to boost your immune system and fight free radicals so you can avoid the flu and defeat the common cold. The ancient Chinese extract that will break up your acid reflux and soothe the lining of your throat and stomach. The 5-minute anti-stress trick, proven fight depression, relieve anxiety, and give you freedom from synthetic drugs that chemically alter your brain. The everyday household food, which pumps up your cardiovascular system and relaxes your arteries so you can reduce blood pressure the all-natural way. The amino acid shown to boost cognition and improve focus so you can overcome ADHD and increase mental capacity. The one plant used by herbalists for centuries to improve circulation and reduce blood pressure so you can ignore artificial blood pressure meds that cause ED. A potent blood-thinning oil used to reduce blood pressure and increase erection strength. A punchy tea shown to reduce cholesterol levels by 11% in just weeks. Replace everyday cold medications completely by consuming this one easily accessible mineral found in most dark, leafy green vegetables. Avoid all headache medications by consuming this one pressure-soothing enzyme. And much, much more. Remember, each solution in this program comes from nature. And with RX Independence, you get the same results, right from its natural source. Which makes more sense than risking your erections and cutting your life several years short. I'm legally required to say, in some cases, prescription drugs are necessary. And you will need to speak to your doctor before you make any changes to your current routine. However, with RX Independence, you can work with your doctor to get off these dangerous medications. And if you aren't taking drugs currently, you can take action now and avoid prescription medications your entire life. Now, you can probably guess this page is controversial, which is why I'm showing it to you now instead of going public. Because if word gets out about the natural alternatives to all of these drugs that work even better, people will suddenly stop depending on pharmaceuticals, which will blow a hole right through Big Pharma's bottom line, like the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. And Big Pharma will do everything in their power to rip this site down and sweep me and this important information under the rug so no one else can find it. In fact, this page will be your first and last chance to unlock nature's most powerful healing secrets. So, after you move on from this page, there is no coming back. It's gone forever. So be smart about your next move. This could affect your life, your lover's life, even your children's lives. You can avoid all the adverse and dangerous side effects from prescription meds for good. Just take a look at the labels on the back of your pill bottles. You will see that by switching to natural alternatives, you can avoid skin rashes, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, sweating, tremors, seizures, internal bleeding, blood clots, shallow breathing or breath that just stops, heart attacks, stroke, cancer, and even death. Believe it or not, nearly all of those side effects are in the most common drugs on the market today. Drugs you may be taking as we speak. Do you really want to roll the dice of your life like you're at a casino? Or do you want to bring your body back into its natural state of balance and no longer be a pill-popping junkie anymore? Trust me, once you're off the prescription drugs, you're going to feel whole again, and you won't have that nagging feeling in the pit of your stomach, questioning if these pills are truly good for you. Your mind will be sharper, as almost all prescription drugs have a dulling effect on your cognition. Your erections will be harder and spring into action quickly on command. The chemicals in synthetic drugs will no longer weaken your ability to get aroused, and you won't have to fuss with prescriptions and pharmacy pickup and deliveries and insurance cards. It's going to be you, and only you. Eating and drinking all natural, earthly remedies like herbs, spices, fresh fruits, and vegetables. After all, that's what they were created to do. To help mankind thrive, not just survive. To have sex, spread your seed, and be adventurous. Don't you want to live life to the fullest and take back what you've lost since becoming a slave to prescription medications? The cost of a product like this is priceless. Think about how much cash you fork over every time you pay for a drug refill. And with the ever-increasing medication costs year after year, or the possibility of your insurance dropping your medication from its coverage list, leaving you high and dry with a big, expensive bill. Upwards in the thousands, maybe tens of thousands of dollars. Because the truth is, Big Pharma doesn't care about you as an individual. They care about making money. And if that means charging more for your meds, they will do it in the snap of a finger. Don't wait until that happens to consider this all-natural solution. Because, like I said, if you come back later, this page will no longer be here. And remember, there are potentially life-shortening effects associated with prescription drugs. Not to mention, many of them can become addictive. Haven't you noticed once you start one drug, you can usually never go off of it? And your doctor only continues to prescribe you more and more? With the natural alternatives in this manual, you can avoid becoming addicted to these meds for good. So, instead of charging $997 for the countless hours of research and development which has gone into this manual, while that price is okay if I ever break this out to the public, it should not be the price for my valued clients. And because you've already proven you believe in what I teach, all natural, effective solutions for amazing sex and the best life a man could ask for, I'd like to reward you with a 95% discount, bringing your price down to just $79. And I want to make this a very easy decision by giving you another 100% 60-day money-back guarantee. Take one look at this course. Spend just 5 minutes with your nose in it. And if you're not convinced this is the best alternative medicine product you've ever invested in, let me know and I'll personally refund your money. Even if you jump on this course today and you decide you don't want it for any reason at all, let me know and you'll get your money back ASAP. It's a 100% risk-free guarantee. So here's my marching orders for you. Stop making the pharmaceutical companies rich. They've made enough off your back. It's time to get back to the all-natural basics and prevent becoming another pharmaceutical statistic, because people are dying from the adverse effects of these drugs, and their health is only getting worse. You have to choose now. Do you want to take control of your health, regain your sex life, or do you want to be at the mercy of others who only have profit in mind? You only get one shot at changing your future for the better. Only one. So listen carefully. The order button is below. Click it once, and we'll add RX Independence to your order. It's that simple. Hit the button now. You'll get this course instantly inside the members area. Do it now.